Hi, this is Amanda from OakleafCakes.com. Today we're going to do a buttercream cake. You need a little bit on the middle of your cardboard round. And you want to pick your best layer of cake. We're doing 3. You want to pick your best layer of cake for the top. Usually I choose the bottom, that way it has a nice sealed edge with no crumbs. So that's going to be the top. And you want to make sure it's centered. To center the cake, you can put the cardboard right in the middle of the turntable and mark where it is on your finger and spin it all the way around. If the cake hits your finger, that means it's too close, scoot it over, and then adjust it as you need. So put a little bit of frosting in the middle, and you want to do a Miss America wave motion with the spatula, rotating it in your fingers and thumb, and push the frosting, if you're right-handed, pushing it to the left, right to the cake's edge, and then back to the middle, take more, do it again, and you end up making a flower petal pattern in the frosting, or a pinwheel, or whatever. And then after you get the same amount of frosting all the way around the surface of the cake, center the end of your spatula in the center of the cake, and hold it at a 45-degree angle, and spin it without moving the hand that has the spatula. And that will level everything off, and then you're ready for the next layer. That one's my top. And you want to make sure it's centered, and it's okay if there's frosting hanging out because that's what you're going to use to frost the side of the cake. Same thing. And this method is without a crumb coat. We're just doing it all in one shot. That's why it's helpful to have the frosting hanging over the edge. And then this last layer, we're going to put crumb side down. That way we don't get as many crumbs in our final coat. And then, same as before, only putting a bit more frosting on the layer. So this is your top. You don't have to perfect the top because we're going to come back to it. And then now you have all the frosting hanging over the edge. And you can start with a little bit on the very end of your spatula, and you want to do the same twisting motion, only flip it upside down. And push the frosting towards you and spin the turntable away from you. And you want to keep frosting between you and the cake. You don't want the spatula dragging on the crumbs. It'll just get mixed in and won't be as pretty. And you want to be sure to keep the spatula straight up and down, parallel to the cake. If you have it angled the opposite way, it's going to look like a lump. And then if you have a scraper or a dough cutter like one of these, you can use it. Otherwise, just be sure to keep your spatula straight up and down for the next step. If you have one, this will level out the side. So hold it to about a 45-degree angle to the cake, and then straight up and down. And to do it all in one shot, wrap your other hand so that they start in the same place and they go opposite directions. And you just want to make sure to hold your right hand still, and that will scrape off all the extra. And then you're done, unless you want to put a fancy comb on it, texture. And if you use that tool, do the same motion. And after the sides are done, you want to have a clean spatula every time. Either scrape it in the bowl wipe it with a clean wet rag. And the little peaks that are sticking up, you want to pull in, keep your spatula at an angle, and pull in and stopping at the middle. If you were to go over the edge, you're going to have to start over with the side. So you want to pull it in, keep it at the same level as the top of the cake. You can either scrape it every time or just flip the spatula over, use the other side. And then that should finish off your top. Fix it how you like. And that's it. We'll just clean up the base and give it some poofy decorations. Okay. So that's how you buttercream a cake. I'm Amanda from oakleafcakes.com. Happy caking!